Hello everyone, welcome back. Today's tutorial is, if I'm honest, inspired by my own practice, as much as that sounds big-headed. I remember when I first started yoga and the teachers were all like, okay, Virabhadrasana 1, Virabhadrasana 2, and I'm like, for one, what language are you speaking? And for two, what's the difference? So today I'm aiming to not let you get as confused as what I did and set out some rules to apply when you hear these words. So Virabhadrasana actually means warrior in Sanskrit. When you hear warrior 1 or Virabhadrasana 1, come in, you might be stepping forward, but the legs are around 3 feet apart. Main tips to think about is the feet. So in warrior 1, Virabhadrasana 1, front toes point forward, but the back toes are around a 45-degree angle. The difference between all the warriors is really the hip position. So warrior 1 is targeting on squaring the hips. So you square the hips towards the front and you bend the front knee. Now, as you can probably see through this angle, my hip is still a little bit open. This just generally means that my hips are quite closed. So what I usually do is the back foot, I step it out maybe an inch or so. That allows me to square the hips and gets into that position towards the front. So everything is square, lift the arms up. So when you take the arms up, think of pulling those armpits in towards each other, scooping through that shoulder blade so you get a nice lengthening through the neck. So the shoulders are not here, they're down and around. Last thing to think about is the legs. So as you ground down through that front heel, think about pushing through the knife edge of the back foot. You can engage that quad, which gives you a nice little rotation and stretch within that top hip. Warrior 1. So now coming on to warrior 2. Main difference with warrior 2, it's targeting the hips and opening them up, so your hips actually turn towards the side. The back foot then comes to a 90-degree angle. So again, think about your stride distance. Your ankle and knee technically should be aligned. So make it as wide or as shorter as you want. This in mind, bend into the front leg. So pelvis is opening. A lot of people think about bringing the pelvis towards the front. You'll notice when I do this, what happens to my knee. So you have to think about where you can compromise. So instead of having the knee pulling in, which puts a lot of strain onto these ligaments here, push to the outside edge of that foot. Think about the knee tracking in line with the big toe, so you're able to see the big toe. Good. If that means your hips are not that open, it's fine, neither are mine. Again, ground down through the back foot, lift the arms up towards the T. Gaze over the middle finger. Relax the shoulders down and away. Notice I'm not leaning forward with the pelvis, which I see a lot, especially in women who feel a bit weak within the legs. Think of stacking the weight on the pelvis, that's what it's built for. Shoulders away from the ears, spine nice and long. Virabhadrasana 2, done. So the last one, warrior 3, which is the balancing pose. So you're going to ground down through the standing leg. I'm going to put my hair up so you can see all this. Ground down through the standing leg. If you hyperextend like me, it's not going to do you any justice to lock out that knee. So put a micro bend in this knee, find that stability. Already think of squaring the hips towards the front, lift the back leg. So if the arms come out in front of you, it's actually going to be harder. Bring the hands towards the heart first, slowly start to lean. Think of both levers, the foot and the torso moving at the same time. If this is really hard for you, you can grab 2 blocks. 1 block will do, 2 blocks is even better. Bring them down towards the ground. So first, without a block, notice my hip position. Notice how it's tilting up a little bit. The aim is to ground this hip towards the ground. Good. So the pelvis is completely square. If you want to use the blocks, bring the hands towards the blocks. Push with the back heel towards the back of the room while the crown of the head reach. Look at my alignment here. From here as opposed to here. Let that be a lesson that blocks are probably the best things you can use in your practice. If you have any questions, let me know. If you have any feedbacks or other things you'd like to see on this channel, just hit the comment section. Thank you so much.